If there's one game I would bet that you've played, it's Bloons Tower Defense. Undisputedly the most popular tower defense game of all time, almost everyone has placed down a dart monkey at some point in their life. I first started playing Bloons back in middle school, where I would ignore my classwork and log into cool math games to grind. Little did I know that 10 years later in college, I would still be playing, speedrunning, and breaking records for this game. Now, you might wonder how you could possibly speedrun Bloons Tower Defense. After all, it is just a tower defense game, and there are not many major inputs besides starting the rounds and placing towers. Although the game mechanics are simple, there are ways to play fast. The first thing I had to do was understand time saves to get a route for the speedrun. This category is pretty niche, with under 100 runners and very little information available, so we have to do our own investigation. I started by looking at the current world record holder and reverse engineering their strategies. The first time save I noticed is anti-stalling balloons. Notice how rounds will complete as soon as the last balloon is popped. You can see here that killing the balloons early yields a quicker round than placing towers towards the end of the track. As you can see, anti-stalling is very important, and you definitely want to kill the balloons as close to the start of the track as you possibly can. Analyzing the record shows that it is possible to place towers outside of the map, right next to the balloon spawn box. This is a trick known as the right-click glitch. I figured out how to do this glitch by reading the speedrun.com forums, where the glitch was explained as simply right-clicking on an area of the track where you can place a tower, then left-clicking anywhere else on the map to successfully place the tower wherever you want. Using optimal out-of-bound placements is one of the major keys to succeeding in this run. The other more obvious time save is immediately starting the next round as soon as the previous one is finished. I noticed in the world record that many round starts were not frame optimized. BTD1 runs at 40 frames per second, therefore meaning that you have 1/40th of a second to get a perfect round start. Under normal circumstances, left-clicking the mouse at a rate of 40 clicks per second is nearly impossible. To combat this, I mapped my scroll wheel to left-click, allowing for hundreds of left-click inputs per second. This allows me to start the next round on the first frame every time, saving around a second of time from simply working smarter and not harder. The last and easiest exploit that is useful in the speedrun is the hypersonic tack shooter. This is one of the oldest tricks in the game history and is executed by upgrading with the Enter key. All you have to do is press tab to get on the faster shooting upgrade, then press enter until you get the desired tack speed. You might notice that your money goes up while doing this glitch. However, this is merely a visual bug and the money you have is actually negative. As you get pops, your money will decrease to 0 and then start increasing again. From there, you can buy more towers. One thing that is not widely mentioned in the speedrunning community for this game is lag minimization. BTD1 is a very unoptimized flash game, so even on a 4090, you will still experience frame drops due to lag. The best way to avoid lag is to have the most projectiles appearing off screen, and to have less towers overall. The strategy I found to be most lag friendly is 2 hypersonic tack shooters and 2 super monkeys with range upgrades. There are 2 versions of this game that are accepted on the speedrun leaderboards: the Ninja Kiwi Archives version and the .swf Adobe Flash version of the game. To run the latter, you need to have an accepted Flash player, where Blue Maximus Flashpoint is the standard used on speedrun.com. This might not seem too important, but the discrepancies between game engines matter a lot for the any% speedrun. After trying the right-click glitch on Ninja Kiwi's Archives, it's clear that the ability to place towers outside the map does not work in this version. So then we downloaded Flashpoint. And if you want to compete for the any percent record, you absolutely must use Flashpoint. This gives the best ability with right-click glitch and allows for towers to be positioned the furthest out of bounds. The main time save I noticed was how the towers could be placed more quickly with better positioning. Using all of my information, I got to work. I routed the run by memorizing tower placements outside the map. The first hypersonic tack needs to be placed right next to the balloon spawn box, and a second one will be placed slightly lower than the first one, but still close to the spawn box. The outside of the map placements are very precise and were by far the hardest part of the run. Getting a tower down on the first try saves a lot of time and allows you to be prepared for the start of the next round. So if we want a chance at the record, we have to place our towers as soon as we hit our splits. The timer starts as soon as we press start round, and after starting the run, we don't have to place any more towers until round 13, where we will have to place our second tack down. I get a very good placement here and quickly upgrade it to hypersonic, allowing me to be ready to start round 14. From here, we just save up money to buy a super monkey on round 28, where we'll be using the right click glitch to place it right in the middle of the track as far to the side as possible. Our second super monkey will be placed on round 38, and its placements do not matter too much, but we still want to keep the projectiles off screen. You will see I failed to get it outside the map and settled to play it safe by positioning him in what I like to call the safe spot. I doubt future records will use this spot, but the time saves I've crafted should allow for a slight margin of error. From here, all we have to do is ride the rest of the run out, praying for good RNG and minimal frame lag. And after the run was over, I used the frame timer to retime the run at 12 minutes, 54 seconds, and 100 milliseconds, beating the previous record by nearly half a second. I submitted the run after the retime and got verified a day later, making me the current world record holder of Bloons Tower Defense 1. Now, with this being said, a 12:53 is definitely possible, and it's only a small matter of time before this run gets beaten through small optimizations, but I really appreciate you watching this video, and if you did enjoy and watch it to the end, please do drop a like and subscribe, as I worked really hard on it, and your interaction lets me know if you enjoy my content. I'm currently 300 subscribers away from 2,000, and I would love to have you on board. And, as always, thanks for watching. Joseph, signing out.